taking on the Chicago Bears.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. He's still on his feet.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You talk about this Giant defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line.
To about the 26 here. For the Bears at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
It's 4th down.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
45-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Play action now. Dart. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Kyler Gordon stopped that play before it ever got going. Great job.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Throwing his dart.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw now, Dart. Flush to his right. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return?
It was a backhand. Really good backhand.
It's a top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. These two teams all tied after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the gun, Dart. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, New York.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Catch made here by Campbell.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Now Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Here's Dart.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Throwing, Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Hill going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Giants drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Abdul Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first. It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
To throw is Dart.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
To the air, Williams.
And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for Rome Odunze. Incomplete. Jabril Peppers.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tracy going to get it on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Campbell making the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Swift going to try up the middle.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Into space at the 45.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Out of the gun. Here's Dart. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He's into space past the 25.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Malik Neighbors
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Giants 17.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Breaks through the contact.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
To throw, Williams.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillendown. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded at the 20. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That's good.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
They wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their rush coming, and he's taken down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
A play fake, and now it's Dart.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
They go play action with Dart.
He finds his man, complete. It's Campbell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 4th down, here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again here, Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Tracy trying to right side.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Throwing his dart. They'll set up the wide receiver screen here for Neighbors.
And he's got room. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Giants.
To throw now, Dart.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see do they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Abdul Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Hill on the return. Pushes him aside at the 45. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made this.